Hey guys, it's Coach Scott. Actually just hit the button by accident. But we're going to go with this anyway, because why not? I'm going to try to do some more live stream videos. I did put together a group workout, not a group workout, a custom workout on Zwift. You know, sometimes I go into Zwift and it's really hard to find a workout, something I really want to do. There's so many of them out there, and some of them I just feel like they're just really convoluted and really kind of like trainers and people just trying to show off and make really difficult workouts or workouts that have absolutely no rhyme or reason. So I've tried to customize a couple of them on my own. Really, there's two ways you can work out, and I'm just going to actually start my warm-up here and get moving because we don't have to sit here forever. But there's two ways that you can do this. All right, see, I've already messed this thing up. But there's two ways you can do this. You can either ride along with the video on Zwift. You can set your trainer difficulty to 0. If you're on a smart trainer, set your training difficulty to 0, and just go along with whatever I'm doing here. You can see in the top this wattage, right? So you see 58 watts. So I'm on erg mode. It's just going to do what it's going to do. I do have to spin a little faster here, 85 RPM. I think I screwed that up. So it's going to tell you what to do. And this is just a warm-up. So the first 10 minutes is just a warm-up, so no big deal. You can see on the left, those are our sets. Right, so 10-minute warm-up. That's what we're doing now. Wants me to spin faster because I set it to 85 RPM, which was dumb. This is the first time I'm testing this out, so bear with me. So anyway, after doing this workout, if you're doing this workout along with the video, set your trainer difficulty to 0, and then if we're in a blue zone, so you see now we're in a gray zone, this is just the warm-up, but if we're in a blue zone, your target FTP is going to be 65%. Your target wattage will be 65% of your FTP. So before you get on the bike, do that calculation. If we're in a gray zone, which is our recovery zone, which you can see on the left there is all the way on the bottom, you're going to want to be at 50% FTP, so half your FTP. And then the green zone there at the bottom, 10 minutes at the end, that one's going to be actually a little bit harder, a little bit more difficult. 80% of your FTP, that's your target wattage for that zone. Now, I have never done this workout before. I put this together on my own. This is it's cadence drills. So right now I'm supposed to be doing 85 RPM. I'm doing 78. So it's going to kind of ding me for that a little bit. But all of those 3-minute intervals you see will have different target cadence. And really, a couple ways you can look at it. Number one, it's a really good workout on its own, right? On its own, it's a pretty good workout. Number two is you can kind of match it up with your heart rate, and you can find sort of like that optimal cadence for yourself. If you're on flat ground, what you'll see like eventually, you spin the wheels, even if the wattage is the same, if you spin the wheels faster and faster, your heart rate will eventually spike. It will go up. You don't want that to happen on race day if you can avoid it. So you want to find that sweet spot where you know if your RPMs are going higher than that, your heart rate's going to go up, and you're going to have a bad time. I'm trying to figure things out here. I'm going to mute my TV. Ronald Boo, see, I got it. Check back in later. All right, so still warming up, still in the warm-up set. And again, I've done this. By the way, the second way you can do this workout is just email me. Give me your email address. I can send you the file. Of this workout. All you have to do is save it to your Zwift files, your Zwift folders under workouts. I'll show you how to do it. It's pretty easy. And then it will pop up in your workout folder when you sign into Zwift. So if you really like this workout and you want it for yourself, you can do it that way too. You can either ride along on YouTube, watch the video, and try to mimic it, or I can send you the file and then you don't have to listen to me talk the whole time. So a little bit about this workout. I think I already kind of went into it, but, and I gotta tell you, first of all, I have to set this thing back to 80 RPM. But I gotta tell you, I haven't done this yet, so this could be really hard. I think I'll be able to finish it, but we'll see. So what you see here on the left is a whole bunch of 3-minute intervals at 135 watts. That's our goal power, which isn't really too high. It's sort of like zone 2 for me. Each of those 3-minute intervals, though, are going to be done at a different RPM. We're going to start at 80, and then every 3 minutes we're going to tick up by 5 RPM. So we'll do 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100, and then we'll dial it back down. It's good practice for you to spin at different intervals, different RPMs. It's good practice. Sometimes you get caught. At least I do. If I'm at a higher RPM, it's hard for me to dial back. This is good practice. And again, it's really good practice to watch your heart rate and see how it reacts. So my heart rate is now right around 100, but obviously we're just warming up. Anyway, so we're gonna get through. So we're gonna go all the way up to 100, then we're gonna go all the way back down to 80. We're gonna take a little bit of a break after that. About 3 minutes, just try to recover. And then we're going to do our final set, which is going to be 10 minutes at about 80% FTP. But we're going to do that at 100 RPM. And that is when I may die. So we'll see. I don't want to die. It's not on YouTube. And then we'll cool down for 10 minutes. Kind of a big fan of the 5-minute cool down. Change that. I don't think you need 10 minutes to cool down. Chantel, you ever gonna run again, Scott? This is pretty cool. I like saying. By the way, I put the I have the TV on, so with the YouTube channel, and I put the chat room up there so I can read it now. So yeah, Chantel, I ran on Sunday. I did 4 miles, and I'm gonna run tonight again too. We'll see. It's Matt Shore. Start sweating. Look, dude, I'm warming up, man. Warming up. You know when they got the hat on. I don't want to ruin the hat. So I'm still not sweating too much yet. When the hat comes off, then you know I'm in trouble. So the best thing about the smart trainers is you don't even have to really watch the wattage. You know, I know a lot of you guys who don't have the smart trainers, you kind of have to keep your eyes on the wattage and try to match it as best you can. That could be a pain. But with the erg mode, you just let it fly. The trainer does what it does. I'm doing the London Loop course only because I haven't done that one before. So Zwift gives you little badges. They give you a badge. And so for every course that you complete, you get a badge, and I just don't have the badge yet, so I figured I would do this course. But again, when you're doing a training, when you're doing a workout, it doesn't really matter the course. You just have to go by what it says. Hopefully I put this workout together properly. Running is overrated, man. I agree. It is. I tell you, I had a consultation the other day with an athlete, and I tell you, I think there's a disconnect with some coaches and trainers and new athletes, like athletes that are brand new to the sport. They think that all they want to do is run. and all the coaches want them to do is run. And I shouldn't really criticize the new coaches or other coaches, but I tell you, I had my best gains in running when I was running only 3 or 4 times a week, but supplementing that with lots and lots of cross training, be it the bike, the swim, the elliptical. And I think it does 2 things. Number one, it's a really good workout. Probably not, I mean, if you're looking at calorie burn and energy burn, it's not as good. It's not as efficient as running, but it's still a good workout, and it's so much less pressure. And especially when you work with new runners who are, here we go, first at 80 RPM. But when you work with new runners who are new to the sport, perhaps a little bit overweight, they know their legs aren't used to it. It's almost dangerous. It's like a recipe for an injury. How many new runners just get hurt? All right, so I'm right now should be spinning about 80 RPM. So in that case, Matt, I agree, man. Running it's a little overrated. 60 degrees and sunny. Scott is on the trainer. It's not 60. It's like 50. It is sunny though. You can't get coronavirus when you're in the gym. How about that, Matt? Plus, I'm in this mode where it's going to get colder later in the week. It's a pain in the butt to pull your bike off the trainer, throw it on the car, take it down to the trail. Heart rate's still pretty low. It's a nice opening interval here. I find that there's no real right or wrong RPM, no real proper cadence. I mean, I've gone and seen people talk and they tell me it's between 80 and 90, the optimal cadence. You got 15 seconds here and then we'll go to, here you go, next set 85 RPM. That's usually more my sweet spot anyway. But I see a lot of riders, especially riders that, I don't know, that I would say are big and strong. Low cadence, 70, less than 70, but pushing out really hard, high watts. Matt, you're one of them. So I say there's no right cadence. You do what you want to do. But it makes sense, I gotta get up to 85. It makes sense to practice it, right? It makes sense to try different things. And if we don't do a workout like this every once in a while, how are we gonna know? How are we gonna know? Not paying attention. So my FTP is set for 210 right now. You guys can go off of that, but this is all 65%. Is at 135. So if you're riding along, you wouldn't want to just try to match my wattage. You want to adjust it for your FTP. I like GCN. So Matt's talking about, oh, what do you got here? Chantel, I can't preach strength training between runs enough. Yep. I learned the hard way. Yep. Strength training, yoga, stretching, yoga, that core, especially that core stuff, man. I tell you, I'm getting older, and when I do long rides, my lower back, looks like Ellie's home, my lower back is just destroyed. And it's hard, especially hard to transfer when you're doing a brick workout and your back hurts. To go from that bike to that run right. Here we go, 90 RPM. So I agree. Then you got Matt talking about GCN. I love GCN. You got good information, entertaining to watch, good stuff. Alright, so now I gotta get to 90. Now you're gonna probably see my heart rate go up a little bit. I'm not paying enough attention to my cadence. I'm trying to talk to you guys. Thank all you guys for the ride-ons. Thumbs up. Love to see them. I am starting to sweat, Matt. I promise. I have to lose the hat if I want to save it. Thursday night ride will be on this week. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Matt's taking all my ideas. Matt's doing a Saturday ride. Let me mention that. If you guys are on Zwift, you want to be included in Matt's Saturday ride, you can let me know. I'll give him your Zwift ID. Or if you want to do our Thursday night ride, it's Thursday night, 6:30. 6:30 Eastern time. That's like New York time, New England time. Hoping to get a good crew this week. I think a lot of people back from vacations and stuff. As a matter of fact, I think the last was maybe it was 2 Thursday night rides ago. We went up this hill. That was tough. When you're going up a hill in the workout mode, it doesn't really matter. It'll just take you up it. Alright, we're going to bump it up here to 95 RPM. And now if you're not used to these high cadences, it starts to get a little awkward. Right? You probably see my heart rate go up a little bit. But the pedals actually feel lighter the faster you spin them. It's kind of hard to keep that smooth rotation. At 95, it's going to be even harder at 100. Just want those rotations to be nice and easy on the pedal, nice and smooth. You don't want to hear any clicking noises. of water and back to my water bottle, so I don't get in trouble with Stephanie. Oop, not paying attention. Hey Matt, I'm interested in that GCN video about cadence and climbing. I mean, you know, Jacob Polzen is always telling us to keep spinning, to put in low gear, keep that RPM high, going uphill. Kind of go with that. My problem is that even if I'm in the lowest gear, it's hard to spin fast. Come on, 95. Not paying attention. Single leg drills, absolutely. Absolutely. Aaron Shepard knows about single leg drills. So what we do is sometimes we'll, when we're riding, we'll go 1 minute, left leg only. Maybe we'll do this another time. I can actually incorporate them in here, it would make sense. Left leg, 1 minute only. Just one, you put your right leg on the back, onto your trainer, and you just spin with your left leg, and you'd be surprised. After a minute, kind of sucks. And I think a lot of people have a problem with pulling the leg up and getting it over. And it's good work that way. So you do 1 minute left leg, 1 minute right leg. All right, here we go. I gotta get up to 100. I'm really slacking off here on the RPM. You see my heart rate is up to 116. It was hovering down at 100 in the beginning. We're talking about the same wattage. Now we got the RPM up to 100. They're spinning them fast. And again, you can feel the control. As in, you can't feel the control. You feel a little out of control. You're spinning them when you spin them fast. Probably see my shoulders bouncing around a little bit differently, a little more. Of course, I should be relaxed. Relax the shoulders. Keep that RPM up. Okay, see that heart rate now. And from an efficiency standpoint, right, you look at the heart rate and you see what it's doing now compared to where it was before. 100 RPM is not my sweet spot. It's too high. If I was out on a regular race, I would not ride at 100 RPM. It's a good workout. It's good practice. But I could be pushing the same watts at a lower cadence and my heart rate would be much lower. Make sense? Anyone see Gabriel Fernandez's story on Netflix? Just trying to pass the time. Tissues, bring some tissues. It's maddening. Get you angry. Coach Matty. Love you, brother. Yeah, I can see, you know what it is? I'm looking at the screen and my shoulders bunch up. Alright, so here we're going to go. Now we're going to Now what happens is you ride at a high cadence for a while, and then you try to pull it back, and it's not as easy as you think. It's about control. I also tend to ride with my elbows out. You don't want to do that. Elbows in. Picture yourself as like a big, like a flag or a sail, right? The wind coming at you. You don't want to be a big sail. You want to be a little sail. You can get into the arrow bars if you want. I'm not paying attention to my cadence. Keep it at that 95. Have a good day, Chantel. Good run yesterday. Another thing you notice is my heart rate, it went up. It's not coming back down as easy as you think. You think it starts to edge down, but it's not. 95 is still tough for me. Here we go, we're going to bring it back down to 90 here. Let's see if that heart rate comes down at all. Great. Yeah, the computer's not plugged in. This is what happens. I'm going to pause this quick so I can plug this thing in. There it is. Can't really have the computer dying on me. That'll kill the live stream. Alright, go back. Sorry, not prepared. I get that up to 90. So I gotta tell you, this was good cadence drills. And granted, I have that one green set down there that's gonna be 100 RPMs for 10 minutes. That might be a little tough, a little bit higher wattage. I feel pretty good. I feel like maybe I gotta jack up that FTP a little bit, that wattage a little bit. Now you see my heart rate going back down. Could it be because I got off the bike for a little bit, but 112 instead of 120. Now down to 85 RPM. All right, more than halfway done. So what's funny is in the beginning, right, when I was riding at 80, then I went to 85, when I stopped paying attention, you could see my RPM would gravitate lower, right? So now I'm supposed to be 85, and I stopped paying attention, and it's actually, because we're on the way down, my RPMs are gravitating higher. I want to spin faster. That's why it takes a little control to bring the RPMs back down. It's just good practice. And again, even if you don't have, a lot of people don't have the heart rate monitor, even if you don't have the heart rate monitor, it's still a good workout, still good practice. But you can see how the heart rate monitor is, it's giving me good feedback here. Now I'm at 85 RPMs and my heart rate's coming down a little bit lower. Then it just edged higher. But you see, 110, 109. So I'm not going to go out on a race day and I'm not going to crank out 95 RPM. That's just too hard. It's not optimal for me. And I'm probably looking at 80 to 85. And depends how long the race is too. I love this chat room now, guys. I just gotta find more friends. No one likes me. "20 seconds here, then we're gonna go back down to 80 RPM. Then we'll take a little break. I do have to, like my FTP, last time I measured was like 227, and I started doing some of these workouts, and they're really hard. Some of the pre-planned workouts they have, and I have nothing against hard workouts. I got nothing against sweating to death, salt on the floor, all that good stuff. I got nothing against that, and it's occasionally you need them. But you know, it's that 80-20 rule at times too. You don't want to do 80% you know, of really hard workouts. It's insane. It's not how you build. Yeah, see, I want to spin faster now. It's harder to spin slow. I'm gonna spend this whole hour climbing this hill. I think I got my weight in there at 235 pounds. That's one of the reasons I'm going so slow. Haven't got a lot of miles in there. This isn't really a heavy output workout, so not going very fast. We're getting to the top of this hill though. Joe Bartlett, right on. Joe's another one. Joe likes to mash the pedals. 65 RPM, 60 RPM. Alright, get through here and then we're going to do a little rest, a little recovery. You got to tell you, I don't feel like I'm recovering for much. Probably got to raise the intensity on those intervals. Either that or my own FTP is just set too low. Which could be. But the next set's the hard one. The hard one, 170 watts, which is 80% of FTP for 10 minutes at 100 RPM. I'm sweating. It's legit. A little water. Get ready for this last 10 minutes. I'm going to be right at the top of this hill too. That's good. $20 minutes left. 10 of them hard, 10 of them cool down. Final big set ahead. All right. 10 minutes, zone 3, 100 RPM. Got it. Time to sweat a little, I hope. All right, here we go. Get RPM to 100. Psyching myself up even though I'm not I missed the star on the left there, huh? It's because probably I was talking too much. I feel like I'm bouncing a little, losing a little control, going so fast on the pedals, but I try to maintain that control. That's kind of what Matt was talking about with that's what Matt's talking about with the shoulders and the core. Get that core strength, helps with the bouncing. You like watching me suffer? See that heart rate? Gonna hit my favorite hill soon. It won't really matter though, since I'm doing the training program. %30 done. It's not a lot. Come on. The subway hill. Getting out of this sucker. At what point do I start rolling backwards? That's why I like to sell out on this hill usually. If I'm riding by myself. Sell out on this hill, it just goes right by. Otherwise you get stuck. %40 good at math. 40% through. I do my Sylvester Stallone and over-the-top impression. When I turn my hat backwards, I feel unstoppable, like a truck. It's my Stallone impersonation. at the Tower of London on the left there? Anyone want to tell me? Any London people? I feel like it is. You know where they used to torture people? Still is. All right, man, 4 minutes left. 4 minutes. Then the cool down, and then we're done. It's the London Suppository building there. I don't know what you guys are thinking with that one. Good news is I am sweating. This set did its job. My heart rate caps out about 160, so I do have room on top there. That's not what this workout's for, though. Did its job. Kind of like it. Oh, did I get to level 26? I think that's my level 26. Finished the London loop. Got my badge. Alright, 75% done. Come on. Heart rate's still creeping up. I gotta tell you, this does keep me honest. This live stream keeps me honest. I mean, I feel good in this workout. I'm not getting off or nothing. But if I'm live streaming this stuff, better believe I'm doing the whole workout. Now, if you heard the click on my pedal, that's the first one. Just lost the spin a little bit. A little inefficiency, that's what you hear. One more minute. I'm really upset that I missed that star. If you look on the top left, see the workout, all the yellow stars, there's one that's not colored in. Which means I didn't do it right. Which means I was probably talking too much and didn't do the cadence. All right, 15 seconds. Hey, this was good. This was a good workout. That last 10 minutes saved it. Made it worthwhile. And done. Little 10-minute cool down. Always have a towel. I'm gonna drape it over your handlebars. You don't want to get that sweat in there. All right, so again, if you guys want to do this workout, reach out to me. I'll send you the file, I'll send you instructions, how to download it, put it into your workout folder. You can do it whenever you want. You know, like how often would you do this? I don't know, you wouldn't do it every week. This isn't like a weekly thing. This is every, 2-3 weeks, every month. Something different. As opposed to just riding around Watopia or London. As opposed to just doing races or group rides. Just something different. You gotta mix it up. I'm gonna build some more of these. And we'll do them on here. And again, you can do it. You can just put YouTube on and try to match it. Just adjust those watts for you, for your FTP. And those blue sets, 65%. The gray set is half, 50% your FTP. And then that green one is 80%. And then just focus on that RPM. It's easier to just get the file if you really want it. Cooldown's 5 minutes, not 10. See you later, Maddie. Again, if you want to go get into Matt's ride, let me know. I'll get him to invite you. Our ride's Thursday nights, 6:30 Eastern time. You can get it on that one as well. Not sure what we're doing this week yet, so I haven't sent out the invite yet, but it's coming. What else I got to talk about? Ordinary Marathon, guys. Ordinary Marathon is our charity virtual race. It's a 10-day race. It's an awesome time. Go to ordinarymarathon.com, get registered. It's $30, but if you use the coupon code ORDINARY or Team Ordinary, either one, you get $5 off. For a really good cause, the SAM Fund. It's a grant-based charity. They help out young adults dealing with financial problems from having cancer. Great cause. What else we got? Team Ordinary, teamordinary.com if you want a hat like this. It's really a cool hat. You get the shirt, put your athlete profile onto our page, put your race calendar on the page. We'll read it aloud on the podcast every week. I gotta tell you, man, I feel good. It's a good workout. Definitely like having the chat on the screen. We'll keep that up there. I'll probably move it to the other side. I only moved it to the bottom right because I wanted everyone to see the actual workout progression on the top left. But when we do our Thursday ride, I'll move it back. I'll move it back over there instead. Can't believe I missed that star. Stupid guy. See how my cadence just wants to stay up there now? Just wants to stay up there. It's not what I'm used to. And yeah, you see it coming down now, my heart rate coming down. That's because the watts are coming down too in the cool down. No, it really has nothing to do with the cadence at this point. It's the difference from being at 170 watts to being at 111. Trying to think what else to tell you guys. We did an awesome podcast 2 weeks ago with the Leadville 100 guys, 3 runners in our group that all got into and are going to be running the Leadville 100 in August. It's Jen Bergstrom, Jeff Beeson, Brian Burke, all former podcast guests. Did a really great job, and that almost makes me want to run an ultra. I always lose, so my erg mode is always messed up around. When the watts get low, the erg mode should be matching at 94 watts. And it doesn't. It stays wide. I think it just has difficulty keeping it lower. Maybe I have to go to a lower gear or something. I wear the gloves. It's better for the grip. I feel like I sweat in them too. So it gets less, the sweat gets into the gloves and not into the handlebars. It's just my thinking. Plus I ride with them outside, so might as well get used to it, right? I know, if that's the case, I should be wearing the helmet. Not gonna do that. Debbie Early, I know you're out there somewhere. My friend Debbie just signed on to Zwift. I think she's got a trainer. She's got to set it up. Looking forward to doing some rides out here with you. Again, looking forward to Thursday night's ride. More the merrier. $90. Hey, little plug. That's smart. And done. Guys, thanks for checking this out. I'm glad it worked pretty well. It's a little minor changes I'm going to make to it. Just real quick, some people have asked me some questions about this stuff. I go to this tab when I'm done, and these are the people that rode closest to me throughout the day. I usually just follow them. Usually they follow me back. It's nice. You might have seen them out there. I wasn't really paying much attention to them. And I just kind of go through, these are the people that gave me ride-ons during the ride. And if I don't follow them, follow them. Why not? Made it to level 26 today. Pretty proud of that. Happy about that. 56 ride-ons. That's it. We're going to end it for today. Burned 462 calories. That's not too much. See you next time. See you Thursday night.